Hey guys, this is Coop from Garage and Reviews, and today we're answering your questions, specifically for the greatest time of the year, which is Black Friday. Black Friday is upon us. Many of you have been planning your home gym build. You're thinking about what deals to look out for. Today I'm going to answer some of your questions on that as well. Let's get into it. Sam, what's the first question?
Let's start with one that's popped up many times in the home gym community, and that is any word on when the Reppin dumbbell stand will come out.
Ooh, I actually want to see that. Yeah, I want to see that. Part of the reason is because they said they would send me a free pair if they stole my design of my adjustable dumbbell stand. I'm actually really surprised they didn't come out with that sooner. It seems like it would be harder to create an adjustable dumbbell than an adjustable dumbbell stand. There's two options they basically put forth. One of them I really liked, which was like the budget option. The second one was that big stand with like the V cutout, and everybody was like, the V cutout is not big enough. So if they're gonna come up with an option, they need to come up with an option that's very stable, a full V stand so you can walk in, but it'd also be nice if it had other functionality. So they had the ability for like drawers or something, or made them out of 3x3 uprights with 1-inch holes, and then you could have attachments. I'm sure they're worried about like stability with that, with them falling over or something. But I think if they just like CYA'd it out of the wazoo, they'd be fine. But you'd be able to basically put a landmine on there or a bar holder or something. It's just like, you're gonna be taking up space, make it as useful as possible. And also it'd be cool if it was like modular with their new like, you know, built into the rack stuff. I really look forward to that. I will say, the standard should be, and I think will be for adjustable dumbbells, a V stand.
Why are Black Friday sales the past couple of years only getting worse and worse?
Well, that's because inflation is increasing more and more, and companies want more and more margin. The companies aren't running on super big margins anyways. It's expensive to weld all this steel together. It's expensive to ship. The whole game is basically expensive to operate. Because of that, they're not able to offer crazy discounts like you can see from some other industries like software, tech, or some of those other things. So for the home gym space, you're really looking product by product, which is why I think it matters to basically follow our home gym page. This is an ad, no, but I really think you should go to the home gym site because we have people, our editorial team, they basically don't sleep during Black Friday because they're constantly going in. I used to do this and it sucked. Basically, we try to find the best deals on individual products and put them on that page. We'll put a link below the like button where you can check it out, where we show basically previous year deals and this current year's deals. But you got to just go into it with, these are the things I'm looking for, and set your expectations where they should be, which is if you can get like 10 to 20% off, that's probably the max that you're going to get. Also, Black Friday is really the ideal time to build a big gym. So like if you're buying a bunch of stuff, that's when you really get deals because you get like the shipping deals and things like that. Or if you get such a big cart, they decrease it. That's really where you're gonna save your most money. But like one-off items on things that are really popular, companies aren't incentivized to put a big discount on them because everybody wants them anyways. So that's why.
I don't know about you, Coop, but I think we're all holding our breath and hoping that Frenchport does 5% off on their swords.
On the swords, yes, please. We need an exclusive code, please.
5%, that's all we're asking for.
I will say, we do have exclusive codes every year, and this year, every year we've gotten more and more because traffic increases on the site. So if you want exclusive codes, check there. I'll also say, one thing you wanna be setting your calendars for, your printed calendar. We should do a GGR calendar with Nathan on a couch like George Costanza. But one thing you want to be setting on your calendars is we are doing another live, and this year is going to be bigger and better than ever with a bunch of giveaways. So if you want some giveaways and maybe some exclusive codes, make sure you set your calendars for Black Friday. We'll do it in the morning just like we do in the years past.
Any good deals on adjustable dumbbells that you've heard about for this year?
No, I would not expect a huge deal on the Reppins. They're on pre-order anyways. I think that's the one that a lot of people are looking for. I would not expect a big discount on those. If they do, it's probably gonna be one of their spend discounts where like you spend so much, you get some of this. I could also see them maybe releasing their adjustable dumbbell stand or something and doing some deal where you like bundle those together. I mean, I don't know this. That would be cool. Power Block always has pretty good sales because they go through a bunch of different networks. I would guess that they may have some overstock because it didn't seem like their bigger Pro 100s were as popular as maybe they had thought of. So they may have some extras and they may run some big deals. That's one that I'd look for if you're wanting power blocks. Dumbbells always have deals too. So if you're looking for dumbbells, it's the time to do it. Snowed, we had an exclusive last year and we will likely have an exclusive this year too. We don't have it yet, but I would guess it's gonna be good.
With Black Friday approaching and Rep removing their loyalty program, is there a company out there?
Deep.
Is there a company out there that has
a loyalty program,
great loyalty program that you would recommend searching for deals on?
No, I can't think. Can you guys think of any loyalty programs outside of Rep? Removing that, man. I just don't think that was a great idea. Maybe from their margins they had to. Maybe it just didn't make any sense for them to have that. Basically, they were giving free product to people and they literally could not do it. But I think you just kind of made some people mad, and it was a reason that people shopped at Rep, was so that they could build up points and get free stuff. So other companies that do that, no, I don't see a lot. I don't think you see a lot of loyalty programs in general anyways, unless you have a specific, unless Rep came out with a credit card, like a Costco credit card, and get 2% back or something. That'd be pretty wild.
I'm wanting to upgrade from my Flybird adjustable bench. Been going back and forth
choice.
between the Rep AB3000 and the Titan FID bench. Also, should I wait until Black Friday to upgrade?
Okay, between those two benches, and we did a tier list on the best adjustable benches. I talked about both of these. Here's the reality. That bench design is the most copied bench design of all time. It's the same bench between all the companies with minor adjustments. One thing, Rep actually came up with something a little bit unique on it where they have the adjustable foot roller. They also have better vinyl. I like their vinyl better than Titan, but Titan's is cheaper. But between those two options, do you want colors? If you want colors other than black, go with Rep. Or if you want to save money, then I'd go with Titan. And then the other reason would be for that adjustable leg roller, but I don't think that matters as much.
So you can only pick one brand to outfit your home gym with. Who is it and why?
Okay, for me personally, just because I like the Rhino so much and I use that thing so much, it would probably be Rogue, because I really like the Rhino. And now that they're coming out with the functional trainer that integrates, you have a ton of stuff there. Man, the only thing I'm really thinking through, the Iron Master bench is so good. I wouldn't go with Iron Master though. You just have to get a different bench. It would be Rep or Rogue. There's not really another company with as wide of a offering that's as good. Dude, you could go with the Eleiko. If money's no object, their Prestera series is money. Very good. But there's some changes I hope they make with it just to make it so it can do flat pull downs and low rows and stuff like that. I really like the Prestera series, and you're going to spend a lot of money for a Eleiko. But I'd say probably Rogue or Rep. For me, I'd probably do Rogue because I like the Rhino, which I really hope, be sick if Rep came out with a belt squat that was good. I don't like their belt squat attachment. I think it's kind of a flop. But if they came out with a really good belt squat attachment that fits into the Eris or something, that'd be pretty sick.
This one's from Evan Beer Johnson. What is the next big trend in home gyms?
All right, I think the next immediate trend is definitely Smith machines. Smith machines integrated into racks. We see with the Bulletproof series, like the VTS Lite, just an integrated Smith machine is just a really nice option. And so I expect a lot of companies to have options like that, and I hope they do. I will also say another one that I think is going to be popular, and there's still a lot of work on these, but adjustable jammer arms that can mimic machines. I think the PRX Halo arms is a good early version, but there's still so much you can improve on them. I actually talked to a guy not that long ago that has a patent and is working on a really cool system he showed me. Can't say any more about it, but there are options out there, and there will be more that are forthcoming, and you'll be able to replace a lot of machines. I foresee a lot of people with home gyms liking those, and I think I will too. So I expect both of those.
Seth Rab said, I want to grab an Olympic curl bar. Is there a reason to not just get a cheapo from Amazon?
Yeah, just get a cheap one. It's a curl bar. You're not going to use it all the time. The knurling matters less. For most people, just get the cheap Olympic one, like a cap or something on Amazon. If you want to spend a little bit more, the way to spend it would be like a rackable curl bar. If you're really wanting to spend money, like the Gungner or the Rogue, because the Rogue has like the very aggressive easy curl like adjustment. I really like that one. My favorite is the Gungner, but no reason to spend that on something you use, a couple times a week.
What's the best value functional trainer I should be looking to pick up this holiday season?
Well, if you want stacks, because a value is like, all right, functionality for what it is, your plate loaded options are going to be like a better value. But I think when most people think of a functional trainer, and I think you should, it's going to be a stack functional trainer. The integrated into the rack functional trainers are probably the best value. There's many options out there. The Rep and Rogues are the obvious ones, but they may not be in your budget. You may want something cheaper. One is like the Bells of Steel all-in-one rack. I think that is a killer value. I think there's a lot you can do with it. I'm a big fan of that one. Also, there's even cheaper options. Like we've reviewed the Titan single stack that's plate loaded, or the ones that are weight stack, and you can put them on the wall or set them up and set two of them together. GetRx has them too. So there's a lot of options like those if you're just looking for something cheap. If I was looking for something super cheap and I was willing to like bolt into my walls and stuff, that would probably be the option I'd go with, because there's a lot you can do with them. The Bells of Steel one in particular, I know there's some guys working on basically like modifications that go on them for attachments so you can increase their use. There's a lot of value that you can get out of them versus going with like the standalone all-in-one unit.
All right, this one's from Forever the Freebird.
Freebird!
Freebird!
How's the song Freebird go? Freebird. There we go. Yep, nice.
Beautiful,
nice.
Guys. What is the best squat rack cable system combo with a Smith machine? We've done a lot of these lately.
We just did one on the Vesta that had the counterbalance Smith machine. That's a really good one, and for the price. Force USA, they're really right now, them Jacked Up Brands is another one where they're doing like those all-in-ones with Smith machines. Those are both options. But the reality is, honestly, I'd probably get like an Eris or Athena or the Rogue series and expect or really hope they come out with a Smith machine in the future. Because if they didn't come out with a Smith machine in the future, it'd be a huge miss. I totally expect both those companies to come out with them so they integrate in. So that's probably what I'd look at. Now, if you're on the budget end, I think that Vesta Pro, budget. That's not really a budget. It's still pretty expensive. But if you want all that, it's going to be pretty expensive. So when you're thinking of buying a rack or an ecosystem, you're investing into the ecosystem. So you want to think this is something that is going to be long lasting. If new stuff comes out, it's going to integrate into here, and the company's not going to just leave this behind. It's one reason that people get a little bit annoyed or scared about buying something like an Eris 1.0 when they came out with the 2.0 like a year later. It's like, well, are they going to come out with a 3.0 another year later, and then my 2.0 isn't going to have stuff made for, it just gets like a little bit frustrating. Whereas some companies will just come out with something and it'll just be like that, like Rogue's like that, where they'll like come out with something, it's like, this is just what it is. We're not going to update it a lot. So there's benefits and negatives, but I would invest in a company that's going to innovate on the thing that you're buying.
So personal question for you, based off of that. We see brands like Freak Athlete that come out with a new model a year later, but then also sell upgrade kits for their old models. Why do you think more brands don't do upgrade kits as opposed to just 1.0 to 2.0? Sorry, 1.0 is not available anymore.
Yeah, it depends on the innovations that are happening on the unit. For instance, like the Eris 1.0 to 2.0, the engineering completely changed on like the weight stacks and stuff. So if it makes sense, companies should do that. Like an upgrade kit is pretty cool. So you get the functionality of the new thing, and you're also saying to your old customers like, hey, we're going to take care of you. Like, we still care about you, and we're going to offer you all this new stuff. You just have to add this upgrade. If they can do that, I think that is awesome. I love when companies do that. But sometimes it just doesn't make sense. Like, they're just not able to do it. They're not able to make the changes they want if they keep the old ones too. So
when will we get more home gym tours?
Ooh, more home gym tours. Well, not for a little bit because I'm going on leave with babies, so I'm going to be out for a little bit. Although we have Rich Froning. We did 2 home gym tours there. That's coming out. Gunnar Peterson's new gym in Tennessee, which is absolutely sick. We also have Rory from Roarman Strengths Gym. We did a walkthrough, which is pretty cool. And he serenaded us That's pretty cool. With a song. Oh yeah, we have mine too. And we want to do Nathan's too. He has a new setup. Anytime we travel for, let's say, trade shows or something, we always try to find some. There's a couple companies we want to visit in different places we haven't been before. So when we do that, we'll try and find gyms. If you want to see other home gym tours, Lindsay over on GGRE actually has one of Brittany's, which is a pretty sick gym. Lots of lighting. But years ago, we did a home gym road trip. That would be fun to do.
Nothing like packing in the old Hyundai and heading out with those Dairy Queen coupons.
That's right. Sleeping in the car. That was fun. Oh, when are we going to get Sam working out again? Dude, that is a great question. There's a couple things on this. We've been getting a lot of, thanks for asking, Sam.
Yeah,
We've been getting a lot of questions on both repoing Sam's equipment, because technically when we built the gym, we told him in the video, hey, you have 6 months to be able to do 20 pull-ups, I think it was. And if you didn't do 20 pull-ups, we have to repo the equipment. He's not looking at me right now.
To be fair, I already brought most of it back.
Okay. So we can't do a repo video. He repoed it himself. But when is Sam going to start working out? I don't know. Sam, can you answer that for us?
I can. I am looking at the technology Elon's putting out currently, and I am really hoping for a cyborg upload soon, so I can just smash Coop with my robot body.
If I was investing in a smart home gym, personally, I would probably do Vitruvian if I was just doing a smart home gym setup versus like a tonal. I like how heavy the Vitruvian goes. They have a new Echo mode, which is pretty cool looking. So I would probably go Vitruvian. I like the digital resistance stuff, like Beyond Power of Ultra. I love what it's eventually going to get to. The reality is right now, investing in that, man, it's just so expensive. So it's really hard to still recommend. I like the Voltra a lot. If you've got to spend, it's really good. But you do 2 Voltras to replace a functional trainer, and that's like $4,000 or more. And that doesn't include mounts and everything. And you got to have the rack to attach it. It's just it gets expensive really quick. Super good. But I still think we're in the infant early adopter stage where in just a little bit, I think we'll be able to see lower prices and more competition.
The final question from Kilburn Underground. Compact leg press review coming anytime soon.
Yes, actually, I just got 2 new units from Sweden, from Gymlako. One is a leg press, one is a hack squat. They basically use rollers, kind of like the Rogue Rhino. So, they're actually kind of harder to. It's like a big beam, square beam at a 45-degree angle, and the sled sits on that. And they are so slim. If they could do a combo unit, that would be ideal. But I don't think buying from Gymlako for most home gym owners makes a lot of sense because they're expensive ship, all that sort of stuff. But if I was in the making gym equipment, that's the design I would look at. I'd be looking at that design and, hey, how can I make a combo unit of this and price it so that it makes sense for the home gym market? Because it is so smooth. It's way better than the options that are on the market right now. So that's one. The other ones are kind of basically like the seated sled options. There's a few companies that sell these. Body Solid sells one, which we have. Another one is Force USA. There's other companies too. I will say, just truthfully, a lot of the combo units that are on the market that we've reviewed, they're just that's what you get with combo units a lot of times is they're sacrificing in areas. And I'm still waiting for this is the combo unit for leg press, leg extensions. Haven't used it yet. I don't think it's out there where I'm that's the one people got to get. So I think that's an area where companies, they should put some innovation in there. If you got other questions, drop them in the comments. I do want to call out the Black Friday live again. We'll be doing both one on here and also on GGRE if you'd like to see that. We have people that are going to call in, companies that are going to call in and do giveaways and also tell us about their best deals and give exclusive codes on the live. So you have to be there on the live to enter and be a part of it. So if you'd like to be a part of that, make sure you subscribe and set notifications so you get it. But this has been Coop from Garage Gym Reviews. See you next time. Peace.